Hey there, fellow cat lovers. Are you absolutely sure you are doing everything right for your furry friend, or could you be accidentally making their life a little more stressful without even realizing it? We all love our cats and want the absolute best for them, but sometimes the things we think are helpful or harmless are actually huge red flags in the feline world. Today, we are breaking down the ultimate list of things you need to stop doing to your cat right now if you want them to live their longest, happiest, and healthiest life possible. So grab your favorite feline companion and let us dive into some essential wellness tips that will completely change the way you interact with your pet. First things first, let us talk about the kitchen, because food is the way to any cat's heart, but we might be doing it all wrong. One of the biggest mistakes cat owners make is free feeding. I know it seems convenient to just fill up a giant bowl of kibble and let them graze all day, but this is a recipe for a feline obesity. Cats are natural hunters meant to eat small frequent meals throughout the day. When we leave food out constantly, they lose their natural rhythm and end up overeating out of boredom. Instead, try using puzzle feeders or scheduled meal times. This not only keeps their weight in check, but also provides much-needed mental stimulation. And while we are on the topic of food, please stop giving your cat cow's milk. I know the old cartoon showed cats lapping up milk from a saucer, but the reality is that most adult cats are actually lactose intolerant. Giving them dairy can lead to some really nasty stomach issues and dehydration, which is the exact opposite of what we want. Speaking of hydration, let's address the water situation. If you have your cat's water bowl sitting right next to their food bowl, you might be making a huge mistake. In the wild, cats avoid drinking water that is near their prey because it could be contaminated. That instinct is still very much alive in your house cat. If you notice your cat isn't drinking much, or if they are always trying to drink from the kitchen faucet, it might be because they don't like the placement of their bowl. Try moving the water to a completely different area and consider getting a stainless steel or ceramic fountain. Cats are naturally attracted to running water because it signals freshness, and a fountain can drastically increase their water intake, which is crucial for preventing kidney issues down the line. Now, let's move to the most sensitive topic for any cat owner, the litter box. If you are using heavily scented litter because you want your house to smell like spring meadows, you might actually be driving your cat crazy. A cat's sense of smell is incredibly powerful, and those artificial perfumes can be totally overwhelming for them. If the litter box smells like a perfume factory, your cat might start looking for other places to go, like your laundry basket or your rug. Stick to unscented, high-quality litter. Also, stop putting the litter box in a high-traffic area or a dark, cramped corner next to a loud washing machine. Cats feel vulnerable when they are doing their business, so they need a quiet, private spot where they can see what is coming. And for the love of all things fluffy, please scoop the box every single day. You wouldn't want to use a toilet that hasn't been flushed in 3 days, and your cat feels exactly the same way. Another huge mistake we see all the time is how people handle play and exercise. Are you still using a laser pointer as the primary way to play with your cat? While it looks funny to watch them chase that little red dot, it can actually be very psychologically damaging for a predator. A cat's hunting cycle consists of the stalk, the pounce, and the kill. With a laser pointer, there is never a physical catch, which leads to immense frustration and even obsessive behaviors. If you use a laser, always end the session by pointing it at a physical toy they can actually grab, or give them a treat immediately after so their brain registers a successful hunt. Even better, switch to wand toys that allow them to feel the texture of their prey. And don't forget to play every day. A bored cat is a destructive cat, so 10 to 15 minutes of active play will save your furniture and keep your cat's mind sharp. We also need to talk about physical boundaries and body language. One of the most common things people do that cats hate is forced affection. If your cat is sleeping or hiding under the couch, please do not pull them out for a cuddle. Cats value their autonomy above almost anything else. When you force interaction, you are teaching them that they aren't safe or respected in their own home. Wait for them to come to you instead. When they do approach, pay attention to their signals. If their tail starts twitching or there is flatten out, that is their way of saying they have had enough. Also, let's address the belly trap. Most cats show you their belly as a sign of trust, not as an invitation for a tummy rub. While some cats enjoy it, many see a hand reaching for their belly as a threat and will respond with claws. Stick to the cheeks and the chin unless you are absolutely sure they want a belly scratch. Moving on to grooming and health. Stop shaving your cat unless it is medically necessary. A cat's coat is a highly specialized tool that helps them regulate their temperature in both heat and cold. When you shave them, you're stripping away their natural insulation and leaving their skin vulnerable to sunburn and injuries. Regular brushing is all they really need to manage shedding and prevent mats. And while we're on the topic of physical care, please do not skip the annual vet visits just because your cat stays indoors. Indoor cats are still susceptible to heartworm, dental disease, and various internal issues that you might not notice until it is too late. Cats are masters at hiding pain, so regular checkups are the only way to catch problems early. We should also talk about the environment you provide. Are you giving your cat enough vertical space? Cats are three-dimensional creatures, and they feel much safer when they can observe their kingdom from above. If you don't have cat trees or wall shelves, your cat might feel anxious and exposed. Adding a simple perch by a window can provide hours of entertainment and a sense of security. Also, be very careful about the plants and scents you bring into your home. Many common houseplants like lilies are extremely toxic to cats, and even a small amount of pollen can be fatal. The same goes for essential oils and scented candles. Many of these contain compounds that a cat's liver simply cannot process. Always double-check if a plant or a scent is cat safe before bringing it into their space. One more thing that is often overlooked is the way we punish or discipline cats. If your cat does something wrong like scratching the sofa or jumping on the counter, please stop yelling or using squirt bottles. Cats do not understand punishment in the way dogs do. All they learn from being sprayed with water is that you are a source of fear and unpredictability. They don't connect the water with the action of scratching the sofa. Instead, use positive reinforcement. Reward them when they use their scratching post and make the sofa less appealing by using double-sided tape or furniture covers. Redirect their behavior rather than punishing their instincts. Finally, let's talk about the transition periods. If you are moving house or bringing in a new pet, please do not just throw your cat into the deep end. Cats are incredibly territorial and sensitive to change. Any new introduction should be done slowly over the course of weeks, not days. Use scent swapping and gradual visual contact to help them adjust. A stressed cat is a cat with a weakened immune system, so keeping their environment stable is a huge part of their overall wellness. Taking care of a cat is a huge responsibility, but it is also one of the most rewarding experiences you can have. By avoiding these common mistakes and focusing on their natural instincts, you are setting your cat up for a life of comfort and happiness. Remember that every cat is an individual, so what works for one might not work for another. These general wellness tips are a great foundation for any owner. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn how to be the best cat parent possible. Your furry friend might not be able to say thank you with words, but the purrs and head bumps speak volumes. If you found these tips helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our community of pet lovers. We have plenty more advice on how to keep your pets happy and healthy coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.